Now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Casa D18 Studios channel. You could be anywhere in the world right now, and you're here with me, and I greatly appreciate that. And it's time, once again, to step into the War Zone. That's right, it's time for another edition of the Weekly Acquisition Report, the show where I, the Renegade, show you, the viewers, the latest additions to my ever-growing movie library. What's going on, everybody? Thank you very much for joining me here today once again for another edition of the War Zone, the Weekly Acquisition Report, the show where I, the Renegade, show you, the viewers, the latest additions to my ever-growing movie library. And today's is going to be a little bit of a hodgepodge. If you remember back in December, I was telling you guys about that huge box of movies that I got from a Facebook group. Dove back in there to find some more titles this week because I just haven't had the time nor the money to do my normal hunts at Dollar Tree, Goodwill, secondhand, pawn shops, etc. And then I've got a package that I'm going to open from Pro Wrestling Tees and WWEshop.com as well. But first, let's get to what brings you guys here every week, the movies. Now, I know I actually own a couple of these films already, but because I haven't been able to get into all of my boxes of stuff, figured to go ahead and show a couple of these, and then I can always give those away or attempt to sell them, give them to a library later, whatever. One that I know that I have, however, the version that I have has no cover art. South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, the movie. So I will definitely be keeping at least the case for this. Have to go back and see which disc is in better condition. But I adore this movie. I'm not the biggest musical fan, as everybody has learned over the course of this past month. But this is a musical I can get into because it's South Park. Completely uncensored, hilarious story. I remember seeing this a few times in theaters when it came out, and then as soon as it hit home media, had to have it, watched it religiously. So this is definitely something that'll be worked in down the road. I don't know if it'll be done when I do another month of musicals, if I do another month of musicals, or if I do a month of maybe cartoon movies that aren't Disney. It's not Disney. Definitely not Disney. But South Park the movie is definitely something that'll be coming down the pike at some point. I got this 4-pack in here, and I know a couple of the movies are lumped together because they're Paul Newman. Those are The Hustler and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. But then it's also got The Sand Pebbles with Steve McQueen and Richard Attenborough. And it's got a film called The Longest Day. Nice little 4-pack there. I know I own Butch and Sundance, or at least I'm pretty positive I do, but I don't own the others. So I may have to swap my Butch and Sundance out for the 4-pack here, have everyone in a nice little collection. Unless it's the type of thing that I can actually get some of these movies on Blu-ray and then partner the DVD and Blu-ray together, which is something I like to do sometimes. If I have a copy of the DVD already and I find a copy that's Blu-ray only, not DVD Blu-ray combo pack, then I'll usually find me a Blu-ray double disc case, put the DVD that I already own in there and the Blu-ray that came with the disc, kapow, instant combo pack. I got a movie called Don't Breathe from the creators of Evil Dead. We all know I kind of enjoy horror movies. I do 31 Days every October. Never heard of this. It is certified fresh by Rotten Tomatoes. So that's a positive, means a lot of people enjoyed it. So definitely we'll have to figure out a way to work that in to my spooky. I also got, speaking of the spooky, I Spit on Your Grave, aka Day of the Woman, the original 1978 version, not the remake that was done here recently. And it's the director's cut at that. So apparently it's a film that there was the theatrical cut and then the director's cut, the director's original vision for the movie. This is the director's cut. So gonna have to give that a look down the road as well. Liam Neeson, Unknown. Big fan of Liam Neeson. Seen quite a few of his movies. Never seen Unknown. I don't know if this is a standalone or if there's a series that's spawned off of this, kind of like the Taken films. But I do like Liam Neeson in that badass type of role. So this looks like this will be right up my alley. Alien versus Predator. I know I have this on Blu-ray. I don't know if I have it on DVD and Blu-ray. So if I don't, then this is one of those that I can do like I was discussing a few minutes ago. Partner the two films together into a double disc Blu-ray set. Have both available. But Renegade, what's the point in doing that? You're just spending more money. Okay, fair point. Not everyone has a Blu-ray player though. I do have a Blu-ray player, but right now my house is such where the only disc player is in the living room. So once we get things a little bit more established and set up, then the kids' room may have disc players. The kids' room may not get a Blu-ray. They may only get DVD. So by having both physical copies, they can watch the DVD in their room while I can watch the Blu-ray in the living room. Make sense? The last movie that I have is one that I still have yet to see, but I've wanted to see it ever since I first saw the trailer. Pineapple Express. Seth Rogen, James Franco. I remember the trailer for this had MIA's Paper Planes playing over it, and I adored that song when it came out. So that really made me want to go and see this movie. Never did. I heard really bad things about it, but I usually don't pay attention to other people's opinions on movies like that. So I'm curious, willing to give it a chance. From what I understand, it's a total stoner flick. I'm not a stoner myself, but I do enjoy some of those type of stoner comedy films. Films like Friday, How High, etc. So I'll probably enjoy it if it's anything in that vein. So then the next thing we're going to get into is the package here from Pro Wrestling Tees. And you guys may have already seen this item if you watched the Jeff Meacham Network Multiverse of Media coverage yesterday of the Royal Rumble and Open Mic Night, as what is in this bag is what I wore for that show. Let's get into it and see what it is for those of you that may have missed that endurance test of coverage. We have the Noah Foster t-shirt. That's professional wrestling. Damn it. But I digress. I'm sure Noah marked out when he saw me pop into the stream yesterday wearing that shirt, but it was a must. That is probably one of the greatest catchphrases to come out of the multiverse of media. And that just brings me to my Shop Zone order. Now, inside the Shop Zone box is my outfit for Vengeance Day coming up next weekend on the channels. That's right. The multiverse of media is getting a little dose of toxicity. Of course, Gigi Dolan and JC Jane in the main event challenging Roxanne Perez for her NXT Women's title. So we've got the Toxic Attraction shirt and hat. Nobody else on the multiverse of media has seen that as of yet. I did tease Jeff that I had a Shop Zone package that contained my Vengeance Day outfit. Haven't told him what it is yet, so if he's watching this, now you know what I'll be rocking for Vengeance Day. If you don't watch this, you'll still be surprised come Vengeance Day. So there you have it, folks. What do you guys think of my haul this week? Have you guys seen Pineapple Express? Have you seen Unknown, the original I Spit on Your Grave, or The Longest Day? Let me know your thoughts on those films. No spoilers, of course. If you're watching the premiere, leave your thoughts and comments over here. If you're watching on demand later in the day, leave your thoughts and comments down here. And let's have that conversation, that discussion, that debate, that interaction that I'm always asking for in the comments below. And make sure you guys tune in tomorrow, right here to the Casa D18 Studios channel for another brand new installment of Renegade's Reviews. And we wrap up our month of musicals with the Rocky Horror Picture Show, starring Tim Curry, Barry Bostwick, Susan Sarandon, Richard O'Brien, Patricia Quinn, Little Nell, Peter Herwood, Meatloaf, Jonathan Adams, and Charles Gray. You don't want to miss out on the Rocky Horror Picture Show right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel on Renegade's Reviews as we wrap up our month of musicals. So make sure you smash that like button, make sure you're subscribed, make sure that notification bell is turned on so you don't miss out on any of the content that's coming forward here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, on Renegade's Reviews, on the Jeff Meacham Network, or across the Jeff Meacham Network multiverse of media. Got a lot of stuff coming for you next month in February you don't want to miss out on. To all my loyal fans and viewers out there, thank you so much for tuning in and joining me here today. It means so much more to me than you'll ever know. And I will see you guys next time.